Make certain that what you're doing really makes a difference. Make certain that you're spending your time on activities that are productive.
When you find yourself in one of these situations, scrolling the internet aimlessly, stop for a second and think about what you aren't accomplishing.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Rise and shine, it's Entspresso time. Even though it's hurting, he's not supposed to talk too much because he has to record his audiobooks tomorrow. So I'm stepping up and record for you guys this week. Let's start your day off right together. Grab your tea and sip on today's message from Bob Proctor. If you want to have more confidence, check out our 254s. They are free. The link to join is in the description below.
I was reminded this morning of a question I'm often asked. How do you eliminate fear from your life?
Think of this for a moment. Do you know that every living soul gets exactly the same amount of time? Exactly the same amount of time. Figure it out. You get all there is. A hobo sleeping under a bridge or on a park bench that has no material possessions, none, does nothing of any constructive nature. That person gets exactly the same amount of time as the most productive industrialist in the world. We all get exactly the same amount of time. So it's what we do with the time that makes a difference. Now, I want you to think of the number of time management programs. Almost everyone under the sun has time management programs. In fact, I made one time, spent a lot of money on it. And then I found out it was a dumb waste of time and money. Do you know why? Time can't be managed. I was having breakfast with Earl Nightingale one morning. It was downtown Chicago, and I was going with him on a speaking engagement, and it was early in the morning. He said, "You want to meet for breakfast?" Whenever Earl Nightingale said, "You want to meet me?" I was there, and I always had some well-prepared questions. And I remember asking him, I said, "Earl, how did you learn how to master time management?" You know, we're having breakfast. I can still hear his fork hit the plate. He said, "What the hell are you talking about?" He said, "I've never mastered time management. Nobody masters time management." He said, "Time can't be managed." He said, "I merely manage activity." And he took a little card out of his pocket. And he said, "Every night before I go to bed, I write down 6 most important things I have to do tomorrow. These are goal-achieving activities. And when I wake up, that's what I start working on. And if I don't get them all done, I'll add them to tomorrow's list." You should have about 6. Now, if I have 3 that I didn't get done today, that doesn't mean I have 9 for tomorrow, like 6 plus these 3. Those 3 become part of the 6 you have to do the next day. When you wake up, you give all your conscious attention to do those things. See, you cannot manage time, but you can manage activity. You can manage your activities. Make certain that what you're doing really makes a difference. Make certain that you're spending your time on activities that are productive, that are taking you in the direction of your goal.
Now I have a very special bonus clip that I think you're gonna enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. What activities do you need to manage in your life? Let me know in the comments below. And if you are still here, I want to celebrate you. Give me a hashtag believe in the comments below.
You can increase your productivity and move closer towards your goals just by managing what you are doing and when you are doing it. So why then do people choose to kill time? This is quite literally letting time pass you by instead of taking advantage of it. Killing time is a vicious cycle. What starts as a short break, browsing online, can turn into hours wasted. It feeds your lack of action and interrupts your workflow. When you find yourself in one of these situations, scrolling the internet aimlessly, stop for a second and think about what you aren't accomplishing. The more you procrastinate, the longer it will take for your task to really get done. Sometimes a task seems so daunting you don't want to get started. You come up with a random thing or things to do, wasting your time instead of knocking this one task out. I've been there too. In my book, Eat That Frog, I talk about eating your ugliest frog first. Tackle the hardest thing on your to-do list, or the thing that is hanging over your head, and get it done first. It takes discipline to accomplish the hardest task first, but it is a habit that will increase your levels of performance and productivity. Sometimes you have to ignore how you feel and just get started. Nobody wants to start a difficult task, but successful people put their heads down and just do it.
If you want to know how to find your vision like Bob Proctor, check the video next to me. I think you're gonna enjoy. Continue to believe. I'll see you there.
Everything operates by law. The whole universe operates by law.